In this video, we're going to dive into how I won $260 in less than 10 minutes at a Canadian casino, all thanks to the Fibonacci Roulette Strategy. I'll walk you through the steps I took, and together, we'll explore how to master this top-notch roulette strategy, which, in my view, is the best one out there. Welcome to Ninja Gamblers, the ultimate destination for quality casino content. Here you can find the latest info and strategies for roulette, blackjack, poker, slots, and more. If you want to stay ahead of the game and be best equipped to try and beat the casinos, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. In the link in the description of this video, you can also find a link to our Telegram channel, where we share extra content that never makes it to YouTube. And you can also find a list of safe licensed casinos we recommend, with free money bonuses that they offer. Alright folks, I've already covered the Fibonacci Roulette Strategy in previous videos. If you haven't seen them yet, I highly recommend checking those out before diving into this video. Specifically, you'll find links in the top right corner to the video where I explain the basics of Fibonacci, and another on the reverse Fibonacci, which is the strategy we're using today. Either way, in past videos, I've typically showcased strategies at an Italian casino. But today, we're switching things up. We'll be testing the Fibonacci strategy at a Canadian casino. In fact, at the time of recording the game I'm about to show you, I was in Montreal, Canada. This presented a perfect opportunity to test it out at a local casino and see it in action with Canadian dollars. Whether you're tuning in from Canada or anywhere else around the globe, it's crucial to always gamble at safe, legal casinos. The internet is full of unlicensed online casinos that pose serious risks, including legal troubles and financial risks. These dodgy sites often operate in tax havens, are prone to fraud, and may offer fixed games leading to hefty losses. They can disappear without a trace, leaving you high and dry. So, which casinos are trustworthy? We're on top of it. We have compiled a list of verified, licensed, and fair casinos for every country, tailored to our global YouTube audience. This includes of course Canada, but also the US, the UK, India, New Zealand, Brazil and more. We've also created a list of safe international casinos where local licenses aren't available. For US viewers, note that online casino legality varies by state. Some states only allow social casinos. You'll find the best legal options for your state in the link in the description, or the top social casinos if traditional online gambling isn't legal in your state. So, for a change, today instead of using euros, I will use Canadian dollars. Nonetheless, the gameplay remains the same whether you play with dollars, euros, pounds, or any other language or currency. Just make sure you play in safe casinos like the one suggested in the description. If you're from Canada and want to use the same casino I'm using, it's the first in the Canadian list in the description. I'll be playing their Auto Mega Roulette. If you're from the US, you can find a similar roulette on the second social casino of the list, UK users in the third of the list, and every other country can find it in the first one on the list. Alright, let's get started. Here we are. As we mentioned, this is a unique roulette that blends live and online elements. You can find it listed as the top option for Canadian players and earlier mentioned casinos for other countries. Let's start by placing a $20 bet on the first column, right here. My balance is just over $1,200. Let's see how far we can push it. You can start with any base bet, from $1 to $100. Just be sure to check the minimum and maximum bets on the roulette and have enough funds to cover at least 8 terms of the Fibonacci sequence. I'll explain more in just a moment. As the ball is about to drop, let's watch the outcome. Okay, we've lost, which is common. It happens 2/3 of the time. Now we move to the second term of the Fibonacci sequence, which is also 1, so we bet the same amount again. For those new to this, we use the Fibonacci sequence as a multiplier guide. Here's the sequence on screen now. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and so on. Each number is the sum of the 2 preceding ones. Our strategy: each time we lose, we move up 1 term in the sequence. If we win, in this variation, we step back 2 numbers. You can download this chart in the link in the description. And we've won. That's $60 in our pocket, because when you win on a column, you earn 3 times your bet. So even after losing $20 twice, we're still up with a $20 profit. That's the magic of Fibonacci. Every win not only recovers your losses, but also nets a profit, which tends to increase the higher you climb in the sequence. When we win, we typically go back 2 terms in the sequence. However, since we're still at the start, I'll stick with my initial bet of $20 for the next round. So, you see how it works. We place our base bet on a column. If we lose, we move up 1 term in the Fibonacci sequence. We continue this way until we win. Upon winning, we go back 2 terms each time. It's a straightforward yet effective strategy. And we've won again. This time, we bag a $40 profit from that first round win. Brilliant stuff. Since we're still at the start of the sequence, we'll place our base bet of $20 once more. The Fibonacci sequence is quite fascinating. It's almost like nature's secret code and has a nearly magical quality. This sequence is everywhere in the natural world, from the way leaves arrange themselves around a stem to the intricate seed patterns in a sunflower, and even the spiraling shapes of shells. This simple numerical pattern leads to complex and stunning designs in nature. It suggests that there might be a deep, natural order to how things grow and are arranged, making the Fibonacci sequence feel like nature's own secret code. Okay, so we lost, and that means we move up 1 term in the sequence. The first 2 terms of the Fibonacci sequence are 1 and 1, which means we stick with our initial bet for the first 2 rounds. So I'm betting $20 again. So, it seems the Fibonacci sequence could be considered God's cheat code, and it might just be how God would play roulette. This sequence brings a kind of magical balance to the game, ensuring that following it leads to a profit with every win. As I mentioned earlier, the longer we wait for that win, the greater our profit. Unlike the martingale strategy, we're not just making up for losses. We're setting ourselves up to profit from every round, even if we face initial setbacks. And there we have a win. We've pocketed $60, so we've recouped the $40 we lost earlier and made a sweet $20 profit on top. Good stuff. Now, we'll go back 2 terms in a sequence, back to the base bet. We haven't hit any long streaks of losses yet, but as soon as they come, we can see the dynamics in those cases. By the way, this roulette offers a few intriguing twists, like boosted multipliers for random numbers each round. Since we're betting on columns, we're not tapping into those bonuses right now. But there are strategies to capitalize on them, such as the turbo method I did a video on a few months back. Fancy seeing that in action at this Canadian casino? If so, drop a comment on this video with "Make the Turbo" video and I'll get it done. Meanwhile, I've lost, so I go to the second term of the sequence, which is just the same bet. Okay, so as I said, I think the Fibonacci method is possibly the most effective in the world at roulette. I personally always found it the best. Firstly, because it's not as heavy on the doublings as the martingale. Yes, the terms go up exponentially, but nowhere near as harsh. I'll speed up the video a bit while I wait. I don't want to make this video too long. Whoops, the connection seems to be a bit bad today. Either way, we lost, so we move to the second term of the sequence. Again, $20 then. So, as I was saying, this method is much better than the martingale in doublings. Think about this. At the 6th term here, we would be betting $160. With the martingale at the 6th doubling, we'd be betting over $1,200. Mad, isn't it? Considering that also with martingale, if we win we would just recoup the initial $20, while with Fibonacci we would be making $80 profit, rewarding us for the time we waited. So it's a no-brainer in this case. Alright, we've taken another loss, so we move on to the 3rd term of the Fibonacci sequence. This time, our strategy dictates we wager twice our base bet, so that's $40. If we lose again, we'll increase our bet to $60, which is 3 times our base bet. And if we face another loss after that, we'll raise the stakes to $100, which is 5 times our base bet. Clearly, the risk of losing never completely disappears. This is gambling after all. Even though progressing through the terms of the Fibonacci sequence reduces the likelihood of losing again, it's still possible. And since your bets increase exponentially, there's a real risk of depleting your entire balance in certain scenarios. So, as always, it's crucial to gamble responsibly and only bet what you can afford to lose. Alright, I lost again, so I bet $60, 3 times our base bet. I'm at the 4th term of Fibonacci. Alright, we lost again. Finally, we get to a long losing streak, so I'll show you what happens in this case. Now I'm at the 5th term of the sequence, which says bet 5 times the base bet, so we bet $100. Let's see what happens. Haha, lost again. There we have a long streak, guys. Okie dokie then, let's bet the 6th term of the sequence, 8 times our bet, so $160. Let's go. Obviously, this game can be done with any base bet. If we were betting only $1 as base bet, now we'd be betting only $8, but we'd be winning 20 times less than now. Oh my gosh, guys, lost again. This time, the game is avenging the easy wins we made earlier. Seems fair. Okay then, 7th term of the sequence, 13 times our bet, which means $260. Let's see what happens. Yes, boys, we did it. We've bagged $780. Amazing. So, not only have I recouped my losses, but we've also scored a good profit. As I said, the profit grows exponentially the higher you climb in the sequence. In this case, I netted a total profit of $120. In total, I won $260 in 10 minutes. Not bad, huh? Alright, so as you could see, this strategy is pretty effective, and in my opinion is the best roulette out there. Is it 100% safe? Unfortunately not, as usual. Does it guarantee wins? Neither. But can it give you a good chance to win considerable sums? Yes. Overall, it's a balance of high reward like the martingale and safety like D'Alembert and Labouchere. It's, in my opinion, the perfect mix. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video and the fact that I'm playing in casinos around the world. If you do want to see me playing in a casino in your country, please comment down below. Also, let me know what you think in the comments. I try to respond to everyone. I remind you that in the link in the description, you can find a list of safe and certified online casinos in your country and in each US state. I recommend using certified casinos if you want peace of mind and to avoid scams, rigged games, or even playing in illegal casinos in your country and having trouble with the law. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. See you soon, ninjas.